what should teachers really know about charter school legislation? Some of the disadvantages, advantages, just in general, you know?
Well, if you're talking about charter school legislation, sometimes that's a crapshoot. I think people misunderstand what that debate or that discussion is about. And it's about different things for different people. The term charter school itself, to me, is just a political term, doesn't mean a lot, except for what it means to
Different things to different
Yeah,
people.
because see, charter schools, what they call charter schools, exist in different forms across the United States. They're not the same thing everywhere. And really, what I think the discussion is one between what types of methodologies and tools and environments you create for learning, as opposed to how it's governed. So what happens is that we get stuck on the governance piece, when really, when you start dealing with the methodology piece, I think any teacher will tell you, hey, I don't care how we do this, just so we get there. And there's a way to get there reasonably. That's what the teachers think. They want you to learn, you know? They look at it from a governance standpoint. Who's gonna own this? Who's gonna run this? Who's gonna make decisions at the end of the day? And that's where we run into a problem. Just recently, they had a charter school bill come out of the Senate that I could support because it stayed under the control of the school. It didn't become a separate governance piece. The bills I was seeing was setting up two separate systems, so to speak, that you had to answer to. I don't think that's the way to do that. I think we got a system that can work. We got a system that we have to be responsible about. And we have a system that, as long as those who are elected, and that's what we have, we got boards that run our districts, they set the policy in our districts. As long as those individuals are making decisions that are consistent with the educational policies of the state and of the schools, then I'm fine with that. As long as parents are involved in that and teachers are at that table making decisions about how this is going to happen, because it affects what they do and what they don't do. And then ultimately it affects their livelihood and their relationships within their communities and so forth. These things have to be taken into consideration. So just calling a charter school doesn't mean anything to me. What means something to me is who makes those decisions. And I think we got KDE, we got districts, we got teachers organizations and so forth. I think that those systems are sufficient. I think what is missing often is that we make sure that all the inputs are in place, whether it's parents, teachers, administrators, and community people. We're going to make sure those inputs are in there. We got to keep working to keep them in there and benefiting the system and the process in a positive way. So we get confused by calling a term charter school.
Buzzword.
Yeah. If I look at it this way, if it's sucking money out of the one system, then it's kind of hard to do that. But if you have two systems, one can suck from the other, then you got a problem. If that's one system that's determining how it's going to manage its monies and so forth, I don't have a problem. That's the system saying we're going to use other methodologies to do this, and we got parental input, and we got teachers that are involved in that. It's a good thing. But if you got one that is trying to separate the system out and sucks the system out, the funds out of the system, I don't think that's a good thing.